Hello students, now we shall look at one more numerical problem. The first problem what we saw was only just to calculate the volume of the material and then you found out the mass of the material and the rate of the item because the density was given and the price per kg was given. In this numerical we go beyond that. We not only calculate the volume, then weight, but we also calculate the direct material cost, then direct labor cost. We also calculate the factory overheads, we calculate the administrative overheads, and we will decide the selling price of the component. This is an engineering component, and these are the regular problems. I think every year you will have one problem of this nature appearing in the examination. So very nicely try to understand in this book whatever is solved. There are some data is missing in solving, but I will explain it properly to you step by step. All the steps will be explained, and the ones which is not there I will read it out, and not only that, you please listen to that and try to solve it yourself. The problem reads like this: a cast iron component as shown in figure is to be manufactured. Estimate the selling price per piece from the following data. You have to estimate the selling price. Density of the material cast iron is 7.2 grams per cc. Cost of the molten metal is rupees 20 per kg. Process scrap is 20% of the net weight. So normally when you are doing some castings and all, there will be generation of scrap. So he says the process scrap is 20% of the net weight of the component, and the scrap return value is 6 rupees per kg. So molten metal, if you buy that molten cast iron is 20 rupees kg, but when you return the scrap cast iron, you can get 6 rupees per kg, almost 1/3. You have got administrative overheads at rupees 30 per hour. Sales overhead is 20% of the factory cost. Then profit we expect around 20% of the factory cost. So the other expenditure is given in the table. You can see the three operations are mentioned. First is molding and pouring. So in the cast iron chill or the molds you have to cast. So the first operation is molding and pouring, and after that you remove, and then you do the short blasting. In the short blasting machine you do the short blasting, and finally you do fettling, means some burrs and all edges that you will smoothen it off with the file, and then inspect means you take the dimensions of the sizes. So the time per piece, please watch this properly. The time here he has given per piece, like molding and pouring is 15 minutes, short blasting 5 minutes, and fettling and inspection 6 minutes. Fettling is also a finishing process. Now labor cost. Here labor cost he has given per hour. Labor cost he has given per hour because labor is paid on per hour basis. So molding and pouring is 20 rupees per hour. Short blasting is 10 rupees per hour, and fettling and inspection is 10 rupees per hour. And the overheads, again the overheads are given in rupees per hour. So molding and pouring is 60 rupees per hour. Short blasting is 40 rupees per hour. Fettling and inspection is again 40 rupees per hour. So in this sketch, the diameter is 100 mm, the largest diameter is 100 mm, then it is reduced to 80 mm step diameter, And last one is again 60 mm. It is by mistake they written 80. It is 60 mm. Okay. Please correct that. The thickness is, first step is 60 mm thickness, second is 40 mm thickness, and the third step is again 40 mm thickness. So first we will calculate the volume of the material, then we will calculate the weight, and thus we will be able to calculate the direct material cost. So volume of the cast iron component is, because it is, see, please understand again, it is given in diameters. So the outside diameter is 100 mm, then next step die is 80 mm, third step is 60 mm, and the inside bore is 26 mm diameter. It is a hollow one, so that is 26 mm diameter. So it is, this means definitely it is a cylindrical, stepped cylindrical component. So pi by 4 into d square into L, this is the formula you will use for each of the steps. So 100 mm diameter, 60 mm is the L length. Next is 80 mm diameter and 40 mm length. Third step is 60 mm diameter and 40 mm length. And the core what you are having is 26 mm diameter and 140 mm length, because we will add the total 60 plus 40 plus 40, that is 140 mm length. So considering this, we will find out the volume. Pi by 4 into 100 square into 60 plus one bracket you close, now next bracket, plus pi by 4 into 80 square into 40, again close the bracket, this is part B, plus pi by 4 into 60 square into 40, this is part C, bracket close. Now you have to remove the hollow cavity. So minus pi by 4 into 26 square into 140 mm. So you got it. So there are three positive, three steps like 1, 2, 3 solid and one hollow, that is for the entire length, that is 140 mm. So solving this you get 711,160 mm cube. So because it is in mm cube, I want to convert into centimeter cube. I divide it by 1000. So you get as 711 centimeter cube. So we know that density is equal to mass by weight by volume. So weight is equal to volume into density. So volume is 711 and density is 7.2. So 711 into 7.2 kg per centimeter cube. That is the density of cast iron. So you get as 5120 grams. So you get this as 5120 grams. You divide this by 1000, you will get as 5.12 kg. So the net weight of the material is 5.12 kg. So but here what he has given, there is 20% process scrap. There is 20% process scrap. So what you will do, 5.12 into 1.2. Okay. Or you can add like what he has added, 5.12 plus 1.024. This is 1.024 is a 20% scrap. Okay, or you can say 5.12 into in bracket 1 plus 0.2. You will get as 6.144 kg. So the total weight is 6.144 kg. So the cost of material is 20 rupees per kg. So for 6.144 kg, it is 6.144 into 20, that is 122.88 rupees is the cost of material. Okay, but in this material, what he is telling, there is scrap that and the scrap you are able to sell it at 6 rupees per kg. So the scrap is 1.024, that is 20% of the weight, that is 1.024 kg into 6 rupees. So you are getting 6.144 rupees return when you sell the scrap material. So the direct material cost is 122 minus 6. So it becomes 116 rupees 0.736. This is the direct material cost. Okay. Now we shall look at the direct labor cost. See, direct labor cost is this manufacturing of this component involves three operations. One is molding and pouring, second is shot blasting, third is fettling and inspection. Okay. So now the direct labor cost, how it is calculated, it is not written here, but you please listen carefully. Simple formula it is. First is molding and pouring. Molding and pouring is 15 minutes per piece. Okay. So I'll write 15 divided by 60. Okay. Into what is the labor rate? 20 rupees per hour. So 15 divided by 60 into 20, you will get as rupees 5 per piece. So labor cost we are calculating per piece. Okay, molding and pouring is 15 minutes divided by 60 into rupees 20, you get as 5 rupees per piece. Next, shot blasting, 5 minutes per piece divided by 60, that you will get in hours, into 10 rupees per hour, you will get as 0.833 rupees per piece. And finally, fettling and inspection is 6 minutes per piece. So in hours, I will divide 6 divided by 60, that is per hour, and per hour it is into 10. So 6 by 60 into 10 is rupees 1 per hour per piece. So the direct labor cost, you can see here directly it is given, is molding plus pouring plus shot blasting plus inspection, fettling and inspection. So that is 5 plus 0.833 plus 1, that is 6.833. Okay, this is the direct labor cost. Direct material cost is 160 rupees. Direct labor cost is 6.8 rupees. Now, third one is we will calculate the factory overheads. So what are the factory overheads? Here the factory overhead is, now factory overhead also we will calculate for all the three operations. You can see here shop overheads. The factory overhead is nothing but the shop floor overhead. Okay, and shop floor overhead again the same thing he has given, 60 rupees for molding and pouring per hour. For shot blasting is 40 rupees per hour, and fettling and inspection 40 rupees per hour. So same calculations we will do. Molding we take 15 minutes, so 15 divided by 60 into 60 is equal to 15 rupees per piece. Shot blasting is 5 minutes, so 5 minutes divided by 60 you will get in hours, into rupees 40 per hour, that you get as 3.33 per piece. And lastly, fettling and inspection, 6 minutes per piece, 6 divided by 60 is equal to, that you get it in hours, that is 0.1 into 40 rupees per hour, you get as 4 rupees per piece. So molding 15 rupees per piece, shot blasting 3.33 rupees per piece, fettling is 4 rupees per piece. These are the factory overheads all put together. These are the factory overheads or shop overheads, and when you total up 15 plus 3.33 plus 4, you get 22.33 rupees. This is the first overhead, that is the factory overhead. Now next is administrative overheads. So administrative overheads, you see the timing is 15 minutes for molding, 5 minutes for shot blasting plus 6 minutes for fettling. I think here he has by mistake he has not given. You have to divide that 15 plus 5 plus 6 divided by 60, because these all timings are given in minutes. So when I divide this by 60, it will get it in hours into 30 rupees. Okay, the administrative overheads is given 30 rupees per hour. So 15 plus 5 20 plus 6 26 divided by 60 into 30. So this becomes 13 rupees per piece. This is the administrative overhead. We have calculated the material per piece. We have got the direct material cost per piece. We have calculated the direct labor cost per piece. We have calculated the factory overheads per piece. Now we have calculated the administrative overheads per piece. So please understand here 15 plus 5 plus 6, the divided by 60 is not given. Please divide that by 60, because you have got to convert into hour. Now Next is prime cost. Prime cost is equal to direct material cost DMC plus DLC. That is not DCC. Again there is a mistake here. It is direct material cost plus direct labor cost. That is 116 rupees plus 6.8 rupees. You get prime cost as 123 rupees. This is a prime cost. Okay. Prime cost is direct material plus direct labor. Next, factory cost. So what is factory cost? Factory cost is prime cost plus factory overheads. That is 123 rupees plus factory overheads we have calculated 22.33 per piece. So the factory cost is 145 rupees per piece. Now we will calculate the office cost, because you have got office also. So office means there will be office staff available there. So office cost is equal to factory cost plus administrative overheads. That is 145 rupees plus administrative overhead we have calculated 13 rupees per piece. So it becomes 158 rupees is the office cost. So what is the total cost then? Total cost is office cost plus sales overheads, because you have sales department, sales manager, sales representatives. So that is 20%. So 158 plus 20% means 20 divided by 100 into 145. This is the factory cost. See, please understand this. Now he says that the sales overheads is 20% of the factory cost, as well as the profit is also, he says, 20% of the factory cost. So we are calculating total cost is equal to office cost plus 20% of the factory cost. That is 188 rupees. And lastly, selling price also. Selling price is total cost, that is 188 rupees plus 20% of the factory cost. So factory cost is 145 rupees. So 20 divided by 100 into 145. It is because we have shown 20% of the profit on factory cost. So it is the total selling price will become 217 rupees 24 paisa. So please understand, the direct material cost is 116 rupees per piece. Labor is only 6.8 rupees per piece. So the prime cost became 123 rupees. So on the 123 rupees, but we are selling it at 270 rupees. So almost we are selling it at almost double rate. Why? Because after the prime cost you have got the factory overheads. It will become factory cost. Because in factory you have got inspection people, you have managers, engineers, supervisors. So that is the factory overheads. So factory overhead plus prime cost is the factory cost. Then secondly, after the factory, then you have got the office administration is there. Then factory cost plus administrative cost, this becomes the office cost. And after the office, you have got sales people who will do all the sales and distribution. So total cost is equal to office cost plus the sales and distribution overheads. And lastly, the selling price, that is the total cost plus the profit. Because they here given the profit as a percentage of factory cost, so we have taken as 20% of 145 rupees, that is the factory cost. So this is how the problem has to be solved. Please solve this problem not only once, twice, then only you will understand. And this kind of numericals are every year, these are appearing in the examinations. So please practice it properly and gain confidence. Thank you.